right, let's get started with shout out news. So we were talking a little bit yesterday because somebody was giving me some rumblings that the Patreon juicy scoopers were kind of wondering if something's going on with Julie and Brandy and Heather McDonald now that they're so busy with the Jeff Lewis digital app. Well, we got news on Heather McDonald's Instagram last night. They were happily all together at a birthday dinner for Heather McDonald with also their friend Liz Rome. So I think all is good in the world. One thing somebody did tell me, though, is that Heather McDonald recently talked on her Patreon about Julie and Brandy and didn't say anything about the Jeff Lewis digital channel. So maybe she will eventually. I mean, that is huge news. But I do have to wonder, if you're in Heather's situation, is there any animosity? Is there any teeny bit of a little green jelly that, you know, she would want to be asked to be on the Jeff Lewis digital channel? Was she asked? Will she be asked? I truly believe that there's going to be more and more content added. Jeff even said today on the after show that he wants Dr. Donna to have her own show. So I think he's going to include a lot more people. And we don't know if that will include Heather McDonald or not, if she even has room in her career. She's got a huge podcast, a huge show, live shows, everything going on. So who knows? But at least we know everything is good in the world with Heather McDonald and Julie and Brandy. Teresa, Giudice, and Melissa. I'm not really going to touch on this a lot. I guess there was a post saying that both of them want their own shows, like spinoffs, instead of remaining on New Jersey. I've already given y'all my thoughts. I really think Teresa and Louie need to have their own show. That way their tree huggers can keep joining them. I do think they'll make a good show. I think her four daughters are very TV worthy. Teresa is too. Louie's got enough bullshit going on that I think he'd be great also. But Melissa commented underneath that thing and said, I don't want to spin off. I'm very happy right where I'm at. So I don't know if Teresa has commented on it or not. I don't feel like Teresa is even on social media a ton to even know how to comment on somebody's post. But anyways, something else about another one, Celeb Fail, who I've talked about before. It's Celeb_Fail on TikTok. I love their account. It's pretty much all Bethany Frankel and like jabs, dare I say, at Bethany Frankel, and like things that she speaks and a lot of her deleted Instagrams. So she had made this video with one of the popular whatevers about, like, you know, 1 margarita, I'll open my legs, and 2 margaritas, I'll blah, blah, blah. Basically, she was saying this huge ass diamond she has, which, no offense, it is huge. It doesn't even sparkle at all. Her diamond is so big. I don't even know if it has, whatever the terminology is, enough cuts in the diamond to make it sparkly. Does that even make sense? But anyway, she was getting a lot of shit for it and basically saying she's not relatable. And it was kind of like a Kardashian thing. You know, when during the pandemic, when the Kardashians would show like extravagant things of theirs and they'd be like, hello, there's people that are staying in food lines. You know what I mean? So she has since deleted that. But I love this Celeb Fail TikTok account because I don't pay attention to Bethany enough to know when she deletes her Instagrams or her TikToks. So I love following that account because they give me all the scoop for it. So I do love that. What else? I did make a Kroy Biermann posted some weird video today or last night. It's got all these other pictures, basically talking about he's reading a book and he wanted to share with us how he's, you know, getting the bad out of his life and the good. Again, he and Kim continue to have this divorce very publicly on their Instagram. So if you want some juice, follow Kroy Biermann, follow Kim Zolciak now, because that bitch has removed Biermann from her name on Instagram. But also, so many people instantly messaged me and said they thought the picture I put up of Kroy on my Instagram stories was Gage Edwards. And then I looked at it, I'm like, holy cow. They're long. They're both handsome men. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to shame anyone. But they have very long, ovalish faces and then very similar chins. So now I sort of want to go back. I mean, clearly Gage has had something done. He looks quite different. And also he was so young on Flipping Out, y'all. You have to realize he was very young. So he has matured. He's a much more of a bulky thunk, as Jeff likes to call it, a thick, a workout twink type person, although I think he's aged out of being a twink at 38. But he's a much more muscular person now too. So thank you for the follow, Carrie. But anyway, so many of y'all thought that Kroy and Gage looked alike. It was hilarious. Okay, I'm going to touch on this, and I'm going to try to get more information and speak on it next week, probably. Last night, I'm at a table with 9 of us out to dinner. Then we went to this dueling piano bar. It was so fun. A bunch of mom friends. Probably the one I know the least. I know everyone else very well. We stay in contact, but this other one kind of returned to work years ago. So we don't stay in contact as much. Our kids aren't friends, that type of thing. She's at the end of the table. She knows nothing about that I'm a Bravo fan. She knows nothing about any of that. I don't even think we're friends on Facebook. But I hear her say, we're talking about documentaries. And I was talking about how my husband, I love documentaries. And I hear her say, yeah, I just learned that this guy we had met one time in Las Vegas, they made a documentary about him. So I'm thinking, oh, that's interesting. She goes, yeah, his name is Randall Emmett. Girl, you can imagine my head went like this. And I'm like, wait, what? Let's call her Methany. Okay. Her name is Methany. And the way I was asking her to relive this story of when her and her college roommate met these other people in Las Vegas, let's just say they were 21. Let's just say a blowjob was involved. Let's just say a private jet was eventually involved, and $100 was apparently also given for the said blowjob. So I want way more details on this for sure. I will never give the girl's name away. I don't even know the girl, right? It was her roommate. But anyways, the way I was like, wow, Lala was not the first. Like, there's definitely a history of this, right? So I did look it up. Randall Emmett is now, oh God, I looked it up. Is he 53 or 58? So he kind of looks younger than he is. I have to give him a little bit of credit. But anyways, I will try to get more information on that for sure. Yes, $100. I think this was in 2002. Okay, she was trying to do the math on when they were both when they did this Las Vegas trip for a 21st birthday party. Anyways, okay, well, that is it